So it is time for a wig surprise. I am Texas Wig Fairy. Welcome back to René Paris. And today I am super excited to introduce you to someone who is just a voice of empowerment. So what I want to do first is I just want to remind you to make sure that you remember to follow us on Instagram. Make sure you visit our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you'll know what's happening. So again, I want to bring to you today Christy. She is known for her dancing. She is, again, a voice of empowerment. I listened to some of her stories and it's just so inspiring. And I'm going to give her the opportunity to let you know all the wonderful things that have happened to her in the past couple years. And I know that her story will help so many of us. As a wig wearer myself and as someone who lost my hair years back, I was truly inspired by her story. So let's see if she's joined. Oh, hey!
Hey,
There you are. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for being our guest today, Christy. As I was sharing with everyone, I went back to view some of your stories, and what you have to share is just so inspiring. And I thank you for being so brave and sharing what you, I'm going to let you get into all that, but you're beautiful with or without hair. And I know Christy is someone who is living with alopecia, and I'm going to say she's living with hair loss because she doesn't really like that word. She doesn't really like alopecia, so we're going to say Christy is living with hair loss. So Christy, I'm going to let you share what brought you to wigs, a little bit of your journey if you don't mind, and then we'll go from there.
Thanks, girl. You are so right. I don't love to claim myself to this autoimmune disease,
Yes.
but I like to raise awareness if people want to know more about it. But personally, I just like to say I am bald. I don't have hair, and not that I don't have it for a reason. You know, I just want to
Yeah.
be bald, having to explain it to everybody constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that people are using the word alopecia, of course, to raise awareness because it is Alopecia Awareness Month. So
Yeah.
it can be normalized, like we were talking about. But yeah, so I started losing my hair right out of college. I went to Penn State. And 2 or 3 weeks after I graduated, I found a tiny little bald patch.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is from pulling my hair up too tight or the sun or just a freak thing that's going to go away. And then as the summer went on, it started to continue to fall out. And it kind of grew in. I got steroid injections, so it kind of grew in a little bit, and then it would fall out again. You know how it goes. It was back and forth, back and forth. And then I booked a dream job of mine at the time to be a dancer on a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on cloud nine, so ecstatic about it. Was loving the experience. We were traveling, performing, making money. It was great. And then I was fired on the spot because I stood out, and that's all I was ever told. And I was in too low of a place to take it further. I just was I need to shut the store and move on. And in 3 weeks, my hair fell out from that trauma, from the stress of all that.
I see.
And yeah, so that was a really low moment. And then I was continue to wither away and be in my sorrows and be sad about this. So I glued on a wig and literally glued around the perimeter of my head and flew out to LA from Philly, where I grew up. And now I'm out here for 3 years. And like you're saying, I am such a advocate for normalizing bald women, but at the same time, I love a good wig and I love to switch up my look depending legitimately on how I feel that day. And I think that it should go hand in hand. If you want to be bald that day, or if you want to wear a wig that day, that's what needs to be normalized, doing how you feel in your heart, that wearing whatever you want to wear that day.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. And I know that you were saying that you glued your wig on and you had a bad experience. And the reason I'm bringing that up is, a lot of times we feel like if we don't have the wig glued on, that it's not going to stay secure. And
Right.
that's so important, especially. And that also brings me to your work that you do with younger like younger little girls that are experiencing the same thing. Can you tell me a little bit about Balterage?
Yeah, girl, you got it. Yeah, so I created this online community. It's called the Balterage for I have a little girl that's involved that is 2 years old. I have women 60s that are involved. So it's like just spans across every age of women, and also for like moms of children with little girls with hair loss. And it's just a online community that I built that I just don't want anyone to ever feel alone and like cry themselves to sleep and feel hopeless and like that there's no end in sight and that this is just going to control and dictate your life, because I was there and I know what that feels like to feel trapped and like I'm drowning kind of,
Yes.
and that's going to control my life. So I teach online dance classes to my little cuties. And I just want to be an example to them that you can do whatever you want in your life if you believe in yourself and you just go for it.
Yes. So what would you say to Christy 4 years ago, if you don't mind?
Oh, wow. Good question. Okay, so 4 years ago is when it was just beginning. I still had my blonde hair and I was covering up my patches. I would probably tell myself, um, I would tell myself to never give up and to always remember where I came from. Like remember the hard times. Like as much as those moments really sucked and I was really sad, like I don't ever want to forget the journey and like being at those low moments, because I feel like if we can remember the hardships, then we can relate to more people and we can like show our vulnerable side if we can remember what it feels like to be in those shoes. But yeah, I would tell myself to never give up, because so many times I've wanted to give up and throw in the towel and fly back home to Philly and stop pursuing this crazy career in the entertainment industry. So yeah, and when there's a will, there's a damn way.
Yes. Yes. So going back to what you were sharing earlier about your job as a on the cruise ship. You're a traveler, you're in the entertainment industry, and you know, Christy has never worn synthetic hair. So when we were choosing her surprise, and which is opposite of myself, I really don't ever wear human hair,
Oh,
which I
wow.
thought was going to be really great to share that experience with you,
Uh-huh.
because going back to like the traveling, the busyness, and so forth, and all the things that you've shared about the different places that you've been, and all this I read on your Instagram.
Right.
The most important thing for me, like with my work and the people that I work with, and I've done volunteer work for over 20 years. The most important thing for me is that we always share that there's different wigs for every individual, for every circumstance, and for every price point. So as you're working with younger people, you being in the entertainment industry, sometimes we don't have hair and makeup crews, if you
Right.
know what I mean.
Oh,
So we have to learn those things ourselves. We have to learn how to enhance what we have. And some of us do wake up with some eyebrows and some eyelashes and patches of hair. But it's so empowering what you've shared about everything that you've had to learn in the 4 years. And so when we were selecting your wig surprise, we wanted to find something that was very age appropriate, fun. I know you said that you were, and I know you're just itching to open that box,
I
and I just keep stalling it, right? So I know that going back and looking at your photos, you said that you were always known for your long hair. And I'm just so thankful that you've embraced it. And I hope this experience with synthetic, just something a little bit different, something a little bit different than what you're used to, also shows you a comfort in a different composition, a different fiber. They're beautiful pieces. René Paris is one of several lines that we have. And so with that being said, I know you're just waiting, and I'm really proud of you for not opening that box. So
oh,
if you
it's
don't
hard.
mind, go ahead. Feel free to open the box now.
Yay. It's really hard. I think I got it like middle of last week. So it's been a week. It's been sitting in my room, and every day I'm like, I can't. I
You
gotta
did
wait.
good, girl, to be able to not open that. I think I would have opened it and retaped it.
I know, but tape for me to retape it, so I'll just like use that as an excuse not to.
Right.
But no, I'm happy I waited so we can have a real thrill. Yay! Oh, okay.
Okay. For those of you that have just joined, we are with Christy. She is living with hair loss. We're surprising her today with a brand new crown. She has no idea what's in the box. She doesn't know what style or color.
I have no idea, guys. I just gotta get it out of the box. We're almost there. Okay. Oh, it keeps going dark. Okay. Here's the box. Here we go.
René Paris.
Woo! How exciting. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that a beautiful color?
Oh my God, it's beautiful. And this is like so up my alley. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, guys, let's put it on.
Okay. So if you don't mind, will you share with us what the style and color is? I love it already, but there should be a little red tag on it.
Yes, gotcha. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. On this one?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Got it. Color is rose gold, and the model is 2395 Lennox.
Lennox in rose gold.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. All right, should I put it on?
Yes.
Yay! Wow, I'm pumped. Oh my God, fits great. Oh my gosh, how fun! Wow. And boom, a whole nother look. Yeah. Wow, I love it. I really love it. Like, I will wear this. I like that it's darker up here too.
Yes, that's one of our rooted colors. That's rose gold R.
Oh my gosh, it's
again. That's Lennox from the René Paris collection.
René Paris. Wow, it's so pretty, and like I like how light it is. Like it's not my, I guess my real wigs are real hair wigs are heavy. This is like so light, and like you can see it's like flowy. Oh my God.
Beautiful. I love the color. Looks great on you.
I love the color too, but yeah, it feels so like light and bouncy. We love a little bounce.
Yes, we do. Okay, so since you're not familiar with synthetic, if you have any questions, please feel free. You don't want to apply any heat. No direct heat, but you don't. That's the wonderful thing about synthetic. You don't really have to do anything to it. It's pretty much maintenance free. You don't, no curling irons, no heat of any kind. And if you feel like you need to adjust it back here, Christy, there's adjustments in the back.
It fits perfect. Like great size. Yeah, it's perfect. Wow, I love it, and it has like so much personality to it. You know, I'm here for personality.
You're gonna make it yours.
That's right. Can you, in synthetic wigs, can you change the part, or is this like, I like it here, but I'm just wondering, does it switch, or in synthetic wigs it stays where it's made?
That pretty much has like a partial part, but you can always play with it. One thing that I can't really do it with this, but well, actually I could. What you could do is take it from the little ear tabs.
Yep.
And if you just move it over a little bit, you can also do a soft side part. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And then once you comb through it, this part, you'll see the lace there. Yes, right now it's kind of crisscrossed, and I know a lot of times if you've never had a piece like that, you may think that there's something wrong with the piece, but once you comb through that lace, you're gonna see the lace instead of the weaving.
I got what you said. Yeah, so like I could go through it with a comb.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of because I like it like has a cool thing looking at with it with crisscross.
And then once you comb through that, though, it's going to look even more natural. That's the way they come. And then you comb through it, and then you're going to see more of the lace there.
Oh, I got you. So going like, take it like this with a comb and
Yes.
go. Okay, interesting.
And you can just use a wide tooth comb.
Okay.
Wide tooth comb.
Yeah.
Just something like that.
I love the texture. Like, and also like, this doesn't feel like fake hair. It feels like real hair to me.
Yes.
You know? And it's so light. Like so many of my wigs are so like thick up here because of the I guess how real it is, and I don't know, thick, or the density of it.
That's great. That's one feature that you noticed right away.
Oh.
I know when I had my first, and I have human hair wigs, and I also have synthetic. But in every IG that I do, I always share wigs are like you have a wardrobe of wigs, just like we have seasons. We have clothing for different seasons, and so I wear some human hair, very little. Most of it's synthetic, but I like the versatility to be able to change my hair. I change it quite a bit just in a day. So the
Somehow
weight,
you feel
the weight
right?
is a big factor. Like, I'm glad that you noticed that right away.
Especially
And as a traveler, you know, you travel quite a bit, and the different elements that you're in, synthetic is great because if you're out at the beach and, you know, it's,
and
say
also,
for instance, you get wet, it's humid, whatever's going on, this has resistance to it. That's the beauty of synthetic. You don't have to worry about the element.
also it's been packaged up for like a week and it still came out beautiful. So
Yeah, it's
always, when I'm traveling, if I put my real hair wigs in a bag in my suitcase, I have to take it out right when I get there and like let it hang so it
and then you have to be looking for hair and makeup.
right.
The hair and makeup crew. And then if you're on location and you are hair and makeup, you got it, girl.
Right. I saw somebody asked, can you brush it? And yeah, you can brush these, right?
You can brush them. You can brush synthetic pieces. I suggest to use a wide tooth comb. The most important thing is that when you're combing or brushing a long piece, you don't want to hold it up like this and do this.
Right.
You want to lay it down and hold it and take it in sections, and that'll help the durability and the lifespan of a wig.
How long does synthetic wigs normally last?
Synthetic wigs are going to average, they're designed to last about five good months.
Wow.
However, if you don't wear the same wig every day, like I don't, I have wigs that have lasted me a long time, but I always just kind of give, like if you were to wear the same pair of shoes every single day, all day, every day, then the pair of shoes is you're going to have to find a new pair of shoes soon.
Yeah, way sooner.
But with wigs, there are wigs that I've had for years. There are wigs that I've had for 3 months, and it just really depends on the products that you're using. You do want to use products for synthetic hair. If you use something that's not formulated for synthetic hair, it may have too much alcohol. It can dry the fiber out, or it can strip it, you know, of the way it's designed. But
or what kind of stuff would you use on these?
You want to use product for synthetic hair. We have René Paris products. You can always go to our website and see we have a line of products that are formulated for synthetic hair.
And spray it on?
Yes. Yes, and then just remember that once you have, like, say for instance, if you sprayed it, you've used holding spray, you don't have to continuously do that because the product is already in the style. And then if you want to change like movement or so, you can just use a little bit of water or the Revive product, and you're reactivating product that's already there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's great that like I could get ready to go out 5 minutes prior because the curled. I don't have to curl it myself.
This is why I think I've always run to synthetic as opposed to human hair. But they're both great. I mean, you know, they're both great to have. And the other thing I love about synthetic hair is it doesn't fade like human hair does sometimes. So if you're out and right now, like that, you're in California. I mean, it's just beautiful, sunny all the time.
So
You don't really have to worry about that.
the color won't change from
no. The color's not going to change.
My blonde real hair wigs get lighter or more like yellowy if I'm in the sun too long. Or even some of my brown wigs, they get lighter. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That this is like indestructible.
Yes, it's ready to wear hair.
Yeah, it really is.
She's ready to go. If you're ready to go, she's ready to go.
Go out with me.
So I'm glad that right away you just felt like, you know, a lot of people worry about the fact that is it gonna fit properly? Is it gonna itch, or is it, and I'm glad that you just right away could tell that it fits really nice.
Oh, it's nice and snug. And you said that there's adjustments in there, right?
Yeah, there's adjustments in the back.
Yeah, I don't even need to though. It fits so perfectly and it's comfortable. The cap is very comfortable.
Great. Okay,
yeah.
So for those of you that are just joining, we have Christy, who's living with hair loss, and we surprised her with the René Paris crown today. She is wearing Lynx from our René Paris line in Rose Gold R. You guys, you need to show us some love in the comments.
That's right. Do we like the wig? What do we think? You guys know my opinion.
Goodness, we just love it.
Go hit the town.
Don't forget, you can do that side part.
Right. You can do the side.
You can also just practice a little bit, and you can put it up in a ponytail.
I was about to ask that, or like
you can wear hair accessories.
Yes.
You can use hair clips in it. Yes.
Wow, so pretty.
It looks really good on you, Christy.
Oh, thanks, girl. I really like it. I like this. Like, if I did like a little clip here and then it's all curled back here.
Yes.
Could I like I like to bring some pieces down? Could I bring some pieces down and like do a little snip on each side?
Yeah. You can create little baby hairs. Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what I do with most of my wigs.
And if you kind of on the piece, if you'll do this, it's gonna have just a few baby hairs to begin with. But if you want to if you want to bring down just a few more, not a problem.
Easy to cut. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, easy to cut.
Yeah. Wow. And I could do it in a pony. Let's see it in a pony. Wow, guys. Oh, yeah. And it comes right down to my ears. I like stopping up here. It really comes on both sides right down to my ears. And then I would like pull these out and probably cut a little tiny piece there. Wow.
Someone says they love it with the half pony, half up, half down.
Oh, yay. They like the half up. Yay.
Wonderful.
I love it's already curled. Like, it's so fun that it's already curled. And it's it's like, looks like real hair because when you, like in the wind, if it's blowing, like it's just like light and fluffy, bouncy. Makes such a difference in if the hairs look real or not. And it's so light, like it's just not like ugh. Guys, sometimes I wear wigs and I'm like, ugh, I can't wait to take this off. This feels so light and bouncy. Good. And it's not comfortable. Yeah.
Well, welcome to René Paris.
Welcome
I've been wearing René Paris, I think it's been about 20 plus years since I lost my hair when I lost it. It grew back already. Of course, it grew back. I have a couple patches, but I started over 20 years ago, I believe. And there's other collections. So whenever you have time, go over to reneparis.com and you can see all the different collections, all the beautiful styles and colors.
Yeah. How many wigs do you have, Danny? How many?
Girl, I come from the land of 1,000 wigs.
Yes,
I grew up in wigs. I didn't want to do wigs. Honestly, I was a photographer. I didn't want anything to do with it. But, you know, life happens and it changes the trajectory of your life. And and here we are, right?
Here we are, both in beautiful wigs.
Looks really good.
Is it different brands under?
There are different, we have 3 different, let me just tell you a little bit about the brands real quick. So we have the René Paris collection. We have the Amore collection, which is more like the medical line. It's a medical line. René Paris is going to be our ready to wear. We have Orchid, which is a beautiful line as well. We have Noriko, which is, they're just all beautiful, girl. You just have to, I mean, so many beautiful colors, so many beautiful styles. And again, this being your first experience with synthetic, I'm just stoked about the way you felt.
Oh,
Just
I am really,
yes.
I guess I kind of,
For anyone that just joined and you're new to René Paris, please make sure you go to reneparis.com so that you can see all the beautiful collections at the website.
yes.
And then if you're looking for someone to help you, there's a locator and you can enter your zip code and you can get that information as well.
That's awesome.
So I wanted to ask you, tell us a little bit more about what you've been. There's a really big surprise I wanted you to share about your experience lately. Can you share this?
Yeah, of course. Well, I think this is what you're talking about, but I am the first bald model to ever be an SI.
Yes.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Thanks.
So go ahead and share.
Yeah, so I entered this contest for Sports Illustrated swimsuit like over a year ago, and it's like thousands of applicants, and they ended up making it all the way to the end, and I was shot in Turks and Caicos in February, and I have a centerfold in the 2020 magazine, and first bald model to ever be in their magazine, and I just hope there's more coming from every, because I think it needs to be continued to be normalized. And that's why that moment meant so much to me, because when my hair started falling out, I truly thought my dance, modeling, entertainment industry career was over. Just like a lot of us, like you feel like your life is ending because it's so severe, going from one look to another and having zero control over it. But I always tell myself, continue to tell myself, because as you know, the journey's not over. It's still happening. I'm still bald. I'm still dealing with it every day. But I try to always remember to turn my pain into power. And by this pain, I mean like being bald and using it for a voice and a purpose to continue to make it normal, because I'm no different. We're no different than the person next to us, except they have hair. And I get quicker in the morning because I have a pre-ready synthetic wig.
You're ready.
Right?
Oh my goodness, Christy, congratulations. What an accomplishment. And I'm so thankful that it really has changed your outlook, and that you've really embraced it. I know your story's you said on your Instagram, if I could just help one person, let me tell you, you're going to help a lot of young people at all ages. And the beautiful thing is that you're reaching out to people when it's most important, when they're really young, because a lot of times when we lose hair and we're younger, we don't know what to do. We don't know where to go for help. And so I know that you're going to change the perspective for a lot of people that are also living with hair loss.
It's just, thank you for saying that. It just makes me, I think one of the worst feelings to have is feeling alone. And I know this experience can be so isolating because you feel like you can't tell anyone, nobody. If you don't have hair loss, you don't fully understand what it's like to lose your hair, So I just want everyone to know that if you're experiencing it, like I'm so here for you, and it's going to be okay. It's not always going to be as hard as it may feel right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, oh my goodness. I'm staring at you like, I love it.
I'm not taking this damn thing off all day.
Well, you enjoy that. And I wish you the very best in all your adventures. And this girl's ready to go. So wherever you go, she's ready.
That's right.
And again, for those of you that have just joined, this is Christy. Make sure you follow her. Thank you again so much for being our guest today. Super, super excited that you were excited. I can see.
Really love it. Thank you so much, Danny, and thanks for setting this up and getting me this wig. You're gonna see it all over because I'm not taking it off.
Very good.
I love it.
Blessings. You take care, and hopefully we will talk to you very soon.
Sounds good. Bye, girl. Bye, buddy.